The next section I would like to talk about is student leadership. This past year, I was the executive director of the South Dakota Student Federation, representing 40,000 students. I was humbled and honored enough to be the top representative in that body, therefore representing all of the student body of South Dakota. I worked with the regents, with legislators, with students, with presidents, with entrepreneurs, business leaders of the state. It was incredible. Neighboring states as well. What a wonderful experience it was. That being said, it was one of the hardest. It was the thing that I spent the most time on throughout the year, unfortunately, and fortunately at the same time. It was ridiculous. I mean, the second that I stepped into that role, I hate to use this word, but I was attacked by my peers and my colleagues because I can be dislikable at times, and that's fine. I don't care. I'm pretty blunt. But people didn't like that, and they didn't like that I was in this position right away because I'm from a small school, and first time that has ever happened. And so right as I got in there, I started wanting to have conversations and make some necessary, easy, modest changes, and was just attacked the whole year for that. And my vice president, Jacob Vosted, was an amazing colleague to have and will be a forever friend of mine. But we battled for the whole year against this rash conduct. And when I say rash, I am disappointed in my peers and my colleagues from other universities for how they acted this year. And I have forgiven them, but it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing for the students because it wasn't on behalf of the students, where I was trying to make this a much more efficient body. They were just trying to shoot it down because of who I was, and that was pretty sad because they took what I had brought forward throughout the whole year and tried to pass, and they said, well, actually, we like what that is. We like these ideas. We just don't like it coming from you, so we're going to make that change next year. And that was just embarrassing kind of for them, but that's okay. I've forgiven them. I have a plan that's currently in action, and it's been in action and in motion for this whole time, and hopefully those changes will still be made, even if it's not from me. That being said, I wanted to leave it fixed. I didn't obviously leave it fixed, but I think I'm leaving it in a better place than it was, and it's in the right direction, and it's going to make the South Dakota student representation leagues better than it ever was. And a lot went down, and I am forever grateful for that experience, even though it was one of the hardest things I have ever done in my entire life. I do not regret it, and I have learned so much from it, and hopefully I can continue to grow.